So here's the last take, and then we'll call it. Uh, modern players are not sweats, while classic players are sweats.
No. That's, oh my God, modern players are retarded. But then
Yeah,
now I
so they're
can't say that
casuals.
because now that I can't say that because I don't think they are. I just, yeah, Tyler1 got me thinking. Maybe you guys don't have enough time, so they just got to choose modern because they don't want to learn classic. But like, I'm telling you, modern players, classic is not all that hard.
Okay,
Like you guys treat it like it's some sort of rocket science. Like you just enter the cockpit of an airplane and you see all these buttons. That classic doesn't work that way at all.
in the Konami code. Look, let me put it this way, right? When I was playing fighting games, right? I say was because I'm not really playing them right now. I probably should though. When I was, right? And you know how you said like fighting games aren't about combos and shit, right?
Yeah.
Even if I took that out perspective, you know what I'm thinking? Oh wait, what does this button do again? Like on some like Dexter's Laboratory shit, like what does this button do again? Oh, what does this one do? Okay, if I do it this way, okay, fireball. Okay, I'm gonna remember fireball. And then you're in the game, you're like, wait, how do you do fireball? Which in modern is like one direction, press button. Oh, that's easy.
One direction?
Click. Yeah, I like the dash.
Yeah. No, but like
See, that's the thing though. Modern is click button. Motion or classic is move button. So
okay,
if you don't know your character like that, or at least don't think about it, you're gonna forget what the move is. I've had
no, but like,
wait,
I understand that, but the take was saying that we're sweats. We're not sweats. It's just what we're accustomed to. Remember, modern and smart controls are entirely new to modern fighting games. Other than that, very old games, we've been playing classic. So how are you going to use that? So you're saying everybody was sweats back in the old days when classic was the only option? You're so stupid.
True.
But
You're actually spitting there.
Yeah, it's literally just your preferred method of playing. It doesn't make you a sweat or anything. Like because
Right.
because I grew up playing with classic controllers because that was the only controller you got. That I like to play classic in my modern fighting games, and it's not that I'm sweating. It's just what I'm used to.
But here's the thing: it's what you're used to. So when in comparison, I think what he's really trying to say is in comparison. Like he is a modern fighting game player. He never touched a fighting game until Street Fighter 6. I mean, I don't know how true that is. I'm just saying. Right? So when he sees modern players, it's kind of like, think of it this way. Modern players play shooters. Right? Like they're used to shooters, they play shooters, so when they come to this game, or Smash Bros. So when they come to this game, it's like, oh, I know what to do. But in Classic, you have to take other considerations. So with you, Crim, because you're used to it and you play fighting games, you'd be considered a sweat because you've already put in the time for fighting games, like learning combos and shit. And guess what sweats do? They try to learn everything about the game. That's why before I was doing ranked like crazy, I would always do casual. Because I'm not trying to think about like, you know, what to do in this situation and whatever. I knew the basics, right? But I'm not thinking like, okay, here's team comp and here's this and here's that, and here's the third. Oh, I gotta sweat this because I don't want to lose. I don't want to lose, right? But with casuals, oh, I lost, but it's with the homie, it's fine. Well, you know, we're just having fun. Like in ranked, legitimately for both of you, if it's different, then fair enough. For both of you, when you're playing ranked, are you playing to have fun? If you're playing ranked,
hell no.
Ranked. Exactly, which is what makes y'all sweats in his eyes.
I'm kidding.
Checkmate,
no, but here's the truth though about ranked. You wouldn't be playing ranked if you weren't already having fun with the game.
True.
But I disagree because there's multiple rivals, and motherfuckers don't play ranked in that shit, and they still have fun.
But what are you talking about? Like I'm saying, like if you weren't having fun with the game, you would just like stop playing it entirely.
Yeah.
Right. Tell that to Call of Duty niggas. They don't have fun time, but if they're not playing ranked,
where are you getting at?
Because it's still fun regardless. Like having it be ranked, because we've always talked about before, the competitive scene is like 10%. So if you're not having fun in the 10%, but you still like the game, you're just gonna play with the other 90%. and you're
I
still
don't know.
gonna have fun.
I think it's just stupid to see it that way. It's literally just a preferred method. That's like a driver using stick
Stick
shift
shift.
instead of
Yeah.
yeah, and you're calling him a sweat. Like what? I just
That's a bad example, but I understand what you're trying to say.
That was a
it's
funny ass
just
example.
I mean,
You're a sweat for being stick shift, changing
Yeah.
gears. Like, come on, man, go manual, dumb fuck.
exactly.
Bro,
It's
you mean to tell me that you want to go
and then,
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6?
yeah.
Nigga, just pull it back
And then,
once.
he'll probably just tell you the same thing. Oh, it's just my preferred method. I've been driving this way. That's like a classic player talking to a modern player. It's just a preferred method. It's just what they're used to. They're not sweating. That's I don't know. It's just a stupid way to look at
I
it.
think Rainbow's trying to say it's perspective, right? Like it's his
Yeah.
perspective. But I don't believe it's perspective like what Crim's saying. I don't
It's a-
think it's
it-
perspective. It's just we grew up playing the way
Yeah.
it was meant to be played since the beginning of time. And when what is it? What's the game? Project L 2XKO, right? You know how 2XKO is trying to introduce this whole fucking like, oh, we got simple inputs. So they got all these different buttons, and every button's got a different direction. And I played the game, so did Rainbow, and a lot of other people were playing it and talking about how like all these different buttons that they have just overcomplicates the game for people who've been playing fighting games for decades, and we're so used to quarter circles. It's like, dude, now we have to adjust to all these different buttons that have different directions. Like it oddly overcomplicated the game for the classic players, like OG fighting game players, which is very strange, right? Like you'd think it'd make it easier for us, but no, it actually made the game harder for us because we just want to be able to do what we're so accustomed to and used to, which is a fucking quarter circle. Just let us do a quarter circle. So I agree with what Krim is saying 100%. Like it's the fucking hot take. It's just a preference. We prefer to do the quarter circles over just multiple different 100 different buttons and shit.
Yeah.
Well,
I feel like it's also a salty take. He probably lost to a bunch of classic players, and then
Yeah, he was
sees
probably
the
losing to
regrets.
classics. That's what it was. I
But
think.
he's plat though. Nah. He's plat, bro. He's high up there. I also say it like this too, right? Because you remember back in the first part when we were just like having an overall discussion of like to play fighting games you need to invest like a lot of hours in the lab. If you took a modern person who played, like, let's say you take two different players, right? Because I think this is also part of like his thought process, even though you kind of just said shit, right? Take two different players that, hell, you can even say never played a game in their life, but let's just say for the sake of it, because that'd be stupid. You take one person who's modern fighter, you take the other person that says, I want to do classic, right? And remember, you got to go in the lab to even get remotely used to a game, or used to the fighting game, right? So the modern player, oh, let me do some combo trials. Oh, I just had to do 1, 2, 3, super. Great. I know what to do. I just need to know like the fundamentals. And then they frolic off to the game. The classic player has to go, okay, it inputs this for this, and then you gotta click this button to drive rush, and then you do this combo, but I gotta make sure to EX it, which takes 2 buttons to do that for, maybe a different input. So that nigga is stuck in the lab for way more than the modern player, because the modern player is just like, I know the combo is just press down once, boom, and then boom, boom, cool. The super is press 2 buttons. I don't remember how it is for modern, for Street Fighter. I think that's also why he's saying to sweat, because you gotta consider not just the fundamentals, but remember your combos. But modern players don't really have to do that, because they're just like, I know what this special move does, I'm good. And here's the auto combo. Click, click. That's also possibly what I'm saying his reason it could be.
I get what you're saying. That could play a role in there, but I still believe it's just his perspective on it. Like, because OG fighting game players, we adjust to specials really quickly. Like we already know it's a fighting game, so it's typically universal across all of them. So if you're playing like a Shoto, okay, let me just quarter circle forward punch. Oh shit, look at that, he did a fireball. Not surprised. And we move the fuck on. Just like a modern control player would when they click buttons and they test shit out. It's the same way with us. It's just we're doing the additional input. It's It's just the preference.
Yeah. But you don't, do you agree with Tyler, Rainbow?
I agree to a certain extent. I wouldn't say it's like 1 trillion% or anything, but
Yeah.
I see his perspective.
Like, I'm starting to notice that you're a bit on the casual side. You are.
I was gonna bring that shit up
as well.
Shit.
Of course.
It's crazy how it's crazy how the casual player is the one to bring it.
And if you remember in the previous video, these two dumb niggas were just like, "That's not a high rank. Even if you got to masters, that's not a high rank." But
no, I changed. I actually changed my mind. I agree. It is a high rank from a different perspective. Yes. Yeah. Like if you're a non-fighting game player, it's a high rank. I 100% agree. But to people who are known for playing fighting game players, it's not. And you claim to be a fighting game player, and you're still stuck in like the lower ranks. Like you have no right to be there, bro. Like you're a fucking fraud. But anyways, that's a whole different conversation, Tyler.
Oh hell no.
Let's go ahead and wrap it up, Rainbow. Go ahead. Let's.
How much time do we have? Like 15, 20 minutes? Because
no, we've gone over, but I'm gonna cut it. Like I'm gonna turn this whole like modern versus casual or classic, into like a separate video. We'll just do like a part.
Okay. Man, you lucky. If you want to see us argue about who's a fraudulent ranking player, make sure to let us know in the comments. But anyway, thank y'all so much. Happy hours. We'll catch y'all on the next one.